Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the president of the NATAS Upper Midwest Chapter, my friend, WCCO morning anchor, Jason DeRusha.
Thanks, Ian. Every membership fee, every Emmy entry helps support the future of our industry. Every station out there, everybody in this room, you're all critical. It's the excellence we're celebrating tonight that attracts all the great partners that help raise money for high school and college scholarships for young people to study all different forms of media. Slumberland supports our mission of excellence. They have funded 16 scholarships over the years, and they help us honor people in the industry who are making our communities better. Ultimately, that's what all of us are hoping to do every day, every newscast. So to help me present the Slumberland Making a Difference Awards, Tom Hedrick, the marketing director for Slumberland. Tom?
Thank you, Jason, and thank you to all the professionals in the Upper Midwest Emmy region. At Slumberland, we believe giving back to the community is not only a good idea, but an essential part of doing business. Citizenship and stewardship are two of our company's core values. That's why a portion of the money you spend at Slumberland is returned to your community through charitable giving. As a family-owned business, we're proud to support activities and organizations that strengthen families and provide assistance to children and families in need. Thank you.
I really believe that television has the unique ability to bring our communities together in such powerful ways. We can reshape and we can make people aware of growing problems that deeply affect us. This is the fourth year that Slumberland has helped us with the Making a Difference Awards. We're honoring an individual or a company or a station which helped change a life or a community.
Drowning is the #1 killer of children under the age of 4, and when several children in the Twin Cities either drowned or nearly drowned in less than 4 months, KMSP TV discovered these tragic events happened when adults were nearby. Fox 9 ran a series of stories called Drowning is Silent that helped change people's perspective of water safety.
Now you're gonna start to drown like this, move up and down like this. Yep, good. And now your feet are still working good. It doesn't take very long, does it?
The Fox 9 investigators set up a first-of-its-kind test to see if 2 skilled swimmers would be noticed as they acted out a common drowning scenario in a busy swimming pool.
Notice anything going on out there? Right in front of you there, a little boy just drowned.
Drowned?
Yeah. Right down there.
Like today?
Just now.
Not one person we talked with spotted the 2 lonely bobbing heads in the water.
I would guess there's a struggle splashing.
That is not what drowning looks like, as Nicole Allis learned from our story. She reached out to us on Facebook, telling us how she spotted a child silently drowning in her backyard pool just 3 days after seeing our report.
And if you don't watch the video and get the information, that doesn't click in your head. You don't take that extra half a second to look at their face and their facial expressions and see if their mouth is coming out and if they're getting air, because you think it's going to be a more obvious thing.
To reinforce the lesson, Fox 9 designed this poster to hang at pools and beaches. And after the story went viral, we sent out hundreds of them. They went to summer camps, apartment buildings, private homes, municipal recreation programs, and housing associations. The reminders are now in 26 different states across the country, including 2 hospitals that are using the poster as an educational reminder for patients. 4 different school districts right here in Minnesota are also using it as a teaching aid.
Drowning in silence!
Please welcome Trish Van Pilsum from Fox 9 KMSP TV.
Thank you. When General Manager Carol Ruppel first talked to me about joining what would become known as the Fox 9 Investigators, I asked her how she defined investigative reporting. It's not just about exposing the bad things people do, she assured me. It's about doing stories that change the way people see their world. In the past 10 years, our unit has worked very hard to do just that. And I believe when you change the way people see their world, you have the opportunity to have a profound impact on people and on our community. I am beyond honored to accept this award on behalf of our entire unit and on behalf of the Foss Swim School, because this year we saw such high impact reporting. Tom Lydon making sure Victor Bernard got charged, and more importantly, giving a strong young woman her voice. Jeff Ballion forcing the U of M to examine the practice of recruiting some vulnerable research suspects. Liz Collins taking us inside an overwhelmed 911 comm center. Julie Nelson and Steve Eckert shining light in some dark corners of the Archdiocese. The bar in this region is set very, very high, and I encourage all to reach for it, to hang on to that passion that first brought you to this business. Every 30-second VO, every daily news package is an opportunity to change the way people see their world. It's an opportunity to make a difference, and it should not be wasted. This project was first conceived when I was sitting on the dock, reading the newspaper last summer, reading an account of a lifeguard who saved a child who was drowning right next to his parents, who didn't realize he was in trouble because, as we now know, drowning is silent. I truly believe that some stories are best told visually, and that's what's going to save our business. So I envisioned a kind of demonstration that tested whether adults standing by a pool could see a child who was pretending to drown. Now, the idea hadn't really gelled in my head when this tally of drownings and near drownings in our area started to mount. And then I realized I had to get this experiment figured out. Now, when I first approached John Foss and Brett Morris at Foss Swimming School, John thought this was kind of an ambitious project, but it didn't take him long to see the potential life-saving impact of this, and then it was just hundreds of hands on deck. Literally, kids and coaches and swimmers all came onto this pool deck on a Sunday morning, and these two darling kids pretended over and over and over again to drown, and they were exhausted and frankly kind of demoralized that nobody saw them out there struggling, shivering, and drowning. But they were really, really good sports about it. And we couldn't have done this project. Would you come up here, Brett? We couldn't have done it without the help and the expertise of the Foss Swim School. And their passion for safety is really a community asset. I knew this story would get a lot of play, and it did go viral, but I also wanted to bolster it with something really old-fashioned, a plain old poster, to be hung by pools. And producer John Michael worked to look all over to find something already in print, but he found nothing that was clear and understandable. So with the help of our creative services department, he designed something, and he had it translated into Somalian, and he's working on having it translated into Spanish as well. And we immediately got requests from places as far away as Florida and Maine and California, and we're getting requests to this day for this poster. John's dogged work was really critical to this project, as were the talents of our excellent photojournalists, Brad Swager, Doug Solomon, and Tyler Ryan, who are here today, along with the creativity of the Creative Service Department. I'm really grateful for Kelsey, who put on a swimming suit for this story. But mostly, we all are so grateful to a management team with a very rare commitment to this kind of work. General Manager Carol Ruppel, News Director Mim Davey, Assistant News Director Kelly Huffman, and Senior Executive Producer Lori Fisher. These projects are labor-intensive and they're time-intensive. These new newsroom leaders have never once made us sacrifice our principles or our desire to fulfill our journalistic missions to carve out just one more ratings point. Absent that, a woman in Plymouth, not a lifeguard, just a mom, would not have known that drowning is silent, would not, having watched our story, saved a child who was drowning right by her parents, which is how this all started. Slumberland, thank you so much for recognizing and encouraging this work. Thank you to Natus for choosing us for this award. Have a great night and good luck, everybody.